was like, I'm not gonna live the rest of my life like this, and I'm at this job, and I fucking hate it now, and I'm 40. So it's like I like the job, I like the people, I deal with people, the general public, but I didn't like the way it was operated, the way it was run, the management, the even the head, the upper management, OCA, and said I didn't like none of them, and none of them did their job, but they still have it. They'll still have it, making 100 grand a year, and they don't do their job. And it's like, you know what? I think I need to do something else. That's at 40. At 40 years old, I decided to do something else with my life. And I quit. I resigned. I resigned working for the Bronx Supreme Courthouse. And I'm like, you know what? I want to do something else with my life. Growing, healing, evolving. And it was during, damn, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I would say it's away. It went away. It's just a little faint. But what was I saying? I resigned in 2020, but it was like during COVID. During COVID was like in 2020. I worked for the government, so then I was still getting paid during COVID, so it wasn't that bad for me. I thank God for that. And then it's like you're in your house, you're in your space, you're at peace in your house, you know? And then I have to go back to work, and then the harassment started, the bullying started, the all the shit is started all over again. And I'm like, I'm not doing this. I'm not doing this for the rest of my life. I'm like, I'm not doing this. And I resigned, you know? What was it? My family medical leave, because it was during COVID, but I wasn't well enough. You know, I needed time. I was going through something, and I just needed time, like more time. And they were like, oh, you can't take off because you've just been off because of COVID all this time. But I was like, I'm not well enough to come back. They're like, you can't take off any days. I was like, so I tried to do the family medical leave. They kept rejecting my leave, my forms, for whatever reason, you know. And I was like, you know what, I'm not gonna fight this. I was like, if it's such an issue, I just resigned. I formally resigned. And then it's like, you can't talk about the shit that they do to you, because it's been so many complaints, it's been so many things. I've spoken to so many people, human resources, everyone. I went to everybody, and nobody helped me. Nobody helped me. And I'm just like, oh my God, like, how can this be a government job? Like, this is how the government is. They're all the pieces of shit. They all pieces of shit, and they all cover for each other. I was like, I don't want to be here. So I resigned. Damn, the city. I am so sorry about the noise. It's morning, it's daytime, so then I guess they're just out. It's 9:12, 9:12 in the morning, but it's like, I resigned. I was like, you know what? I don't want to be a part of the system. I didn't want to be a part of the government. So and then I just wasn't working, but then you get your unemployment. Is it unemployment? I get something. I was getting something. Then when that ran out, no, it wasn't unemployment because I resigned. It was something else. I don't know. I started working some other odd job. It was an EMS. I was a operator, and I did the COVID-19 vaccines. But I wasn't administering the vaccine. I was accepting the call. I was scheduling the appointments for the people to go and administer the vaccine. So it was the Johnson & Johnson and the Johnson & Johnson booster shots, and we had the Moderna and the Moderna booster shots. So, you know, I was doing those. That job, I don't understand. It was because that was during the time I was around Bala. I was just a lot of spell work, and I lost that job. And then I signed papers for confidentiality, something. I signed something, so I can't even talk about that job because I don't know. I don't want a lawsuit on me because I'm quick to sue somebody. So then for somebody to, I know I signed it. I know I signed confidentiality papers. Like I can't talk about this job. I can't post about this job. I can't say nothing about this job. So I signed documents for that. So it's like I don't say nothing. From there, I was like, you know what? And it's like every time I go somewhere, it's always a problem. For me, it was the work. It's work. I can't even explain it because it doesn't make sense. They needed me, and then I was terminated. But they needed me for the job, but they terminated me. I was like, you know what? Thank you, thank you, because it was too much. It was too much pressure. They put a lot of pressure on the people, and then I think it was a private organization or a private company, and then it's like the way that they put pressure on the people, it's uncalled for. I was like, thank you. I was like, fucking thank you, because I didn't quit because I wanted the money, but I was like, thank you. And it's okay. I said, it's okay. I'm not mad at you. It's okay. I'll return uniforms. I had to wear uniform and everything. And then I started working in Burlington. And then Burlington, they all did black magic in Burlington. It was crazy. But I stood in Burlington only to have enough money to open the nonprofit organization, Lead with Love. And I haven't worked since. Haven't worked a real job since Burlington, because I was like, I can't work with people because everybody's on this shit. Like everybody is playing in black magic. Then it's like you can't prove it, you can't talk about it, but everybody does it. It's like everybody is doing it, and then it's like there's nothing you can do about it because you want the job, you want the money, right? So shut the fuck up. Like, what you gonna do? What you gonna do about it? You can't prove nothing. But then people start dying because they start doing death spells, or they don't like you, or they get mad because of you, because of the way you look. I could look whatever way I look. I didn't even wear makeup. I didn't get dressed up. It was I don't know, but people feel whatever way they feel, and you can't explain it. You can't explain their mental health. They want to do death spells. Then people start dying in their family. That's what happens when you do a death spell. When you do a death spell, people start dying because they're trying to do a death spell on me. The death spell is not going to work. It's not going to work. It's never going to work. God covers me. God is with me. God protects me. My ancestors are with me. It's like, it's just so much protection. And then I have Santa Muerte too. She's with me too. She always with me. And I have Oshun with. It's like, it's just so much. But then people still try, because it's like, why should I have to brag and boast about God? No, I love God. I talk about God all the time. I look for a reason just to drop God's name. Like, God, like, thank God. Thank God it's a beautiful, clear, sunny day. All the magic, all the rain is gone, and it's just nice. Finally nice. Nice outside. But, when I talk about the ancestors, they think I'm crazy. Like, the ancestors. Thank the ancestors. I thank God. I just am grateful to move forward in this life. I don't hate nobody. Like, I don't hate nobody. It's the people that sit here and do evil work. It's always gonna backfire on them. When their people die, when their family dies,